The mystery of the Palermo stone, evidence of the ancient astronauts in ancient Egypt. Look at what the hieroglyphs show. Around the world, scholars of ancient Egypt have made finds of artifacts that suggest that our story as we know it is not entirely true, it's not complete, and sections have been intentionally altered, or perhaps we haven't found them all. Around the world, scholars of ancient Egypt made finds of artifacts that suggest that our story as we know it is not entirely true and sections are altered. Although this theory continues to be a subject full of controversy that has many detractors, it cannot be denied that there are documents such as the Palermo stone which could definitely explain that our history is not as we know it. And you can take a look at what's on the top, of course. It looks like submarines and something taking off. Now, when it comes to establishing the chronology of the different dynasties of kings that ruled throughout the history of ancient Egypt, we have a series of invaluable documents that help experts with this arduous work, which is far from a finished satisfactory form. One of such oldest documents we have to respect is the so-called Stone of Palermo, of which there are 7 pieces scattered in various museums. The 7 fragments would be distributed as follows. 3 fragments are in the Archaeological Museum of Palermo, Italy, since 1877, though its ancestry is unknown. 3 fragments are in the Egyptian Museum of Cairo, that appeared in 1903, as well as another one in 1910. In this museum, there is a 5th fragment that was acquired in the antique market in 1963. And the last fragment is in the University College of London in the UK, the Petrie Museum, UC 15508. It was also found in the antique market, where Petrie himself acquired it in 1917. Does the Palermo stone of ancient Egypt prove that our history has been modified? The Palermo stone is considered one of the fundamental sources for the investigation of ancient Egypt and its entire history on Earth. Although the exact date of the creation of this magnificent stone remains unknown to scientists, it's thought that it was made during one of the ancient kingdoms in the 25th century BC. That's 4,500 years ago. Among the information found on the Palermo stone, similar to other ancient documents with similar information, it talks about the kings before the dynasties of ancient Egypt and their pharaohs of the first 5 dynasties. The most mysterious part of the Palermo stone is where it mentions those mysterious kings who, according to their description, have been named as mythological beings by some conventional researchers. But why? Why such a strange mention found itself in the documents of the Palermo stone? The text written in hieroglyphs mention 120 kings before the dynasties that ruled before ancient Egypt was officially transformed into a civilization. Strangely, the names of these enigmatic gods, quote-unquote, as mentioned in the Palermo stone, are also mentioned in other, more recent Egyptian documents. The text is divided into 3 horizontal registers. The upper one shows the name of the pharaoh of that period. The middle one, the outstanding events such as festivals, cattle counts, etc. And the lower one indicates the highest annual level of the Nile River flooding. In the upper band are the names of several pre-dynastic rulers of ancient Lower Egypt: Pu, Seka, Jau, Tiu, Tiesh, Neheb, Uadinar, Medjet, and Ah. Sadly, the importance of the Palermo stone was not immediately recognized to the point that this valuable piece of history was once used as a gate. For example, there are many similarities between the royal canon of Turin, the stone of Palermo, and the list of the Sumerian kings. We know that those kings lived for tens of thousands of years. All 3 texts name the gods, quote-unquote, who came to earth from the skies and ruled for thousands of years. Now, yesterday I did upload a video concerning these sky gods that ruled for, one of them ruled for 1,000 years in Korea, and they landed in China, Japan, Korea, 2000 BC. So they didn't only land in Egypt. Now, in addition to this, the Palermo stone also mentions in a more detailed and extensive way everything related to the taxation of ancient Egypt, as well as its ceremonies, the different levels of the Nile, military formations, and a lot of precise details to make it unequivocally real. So why do so many scientists question their documents? The main argument for denying the existence of these kings is that according to their description, they would confirm the existence of extraterrestrial ancient astronauts, a theory that would throw all of our conventional histories to the ground. Now this is from Collective Spark and Hail Ancient Mysteries. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.